Hello, welcome. Croeso ti Ddewi. It's a delight to welcome you to the library in St Davids Cathedral as we share in the UK National Libraries Week in October 2020. We're very proud of this library. St David's has been a place of learning, well, perhaps back to David Dewi himself. Certainly we know that in the 9th century, King Alfred the Great sent for the monk Asa, who was here, to go and be one of his learned men at court. In this week we're going to be looking particularly at our collection, which is mostly from the 16th and 17th century onwards. And there is a strange parallel between the way they, in their generation, were wrestling with the newfound technology of printing, which allowed them to make their learning much more widely available. During lockdown, we've been discovering that the new technology of being online is helping us to share our collection far more widely. So, what have we got in store for you this week? This year, 1620, is the 400th anniversary of the publication of the first widely printed Welsh Bible, the Esgob Barry Bible. We have a couple of copies of it here. About 900 were printed altogether. Now, just a few months ago, before lockdown, a school came on a visit and brought with them an old Bible that they had found. Our library team realised at once that it was actually a 1620 Bible. So the school have made a video of what happened next. And at this point, let me say, if you've been using lockdown as a time to clear out your churches, your chapels, if you find a really old Bible that you think might be one of those 1620s or perhaps even an earlier one, do get in touch and our library team will be able to let you know precisely what treasure it is you have. Amongst our other treasures, a wide range of medical books, and consultant Dr. Heather Payne takes us through a few of those from the 17th century where they had to deal with plague and contagion, and it's amazing to see how many parallels there are between the way they handled things then and what we've been required to do these days to keep ourselves safe from coronavirus. After Heather, we have our old friend Norman, Professor Norman Doe, the great canon lawyer. He comes and, I suppose as visual aid, he looks through a number of the books that we have here, starting with our 1505 copy of a legal text, a fat legal tome, produced by a former Bishop of St David's, William Lindwood. That book has been used by lawyers, not just church lawyers, in every generation since. And many of the volumes that they have produced we have here, and Norman will take us through them. In another comparison of past and present, we turn to a book printed in 1856, The History and Antiquities of St David's. It has a number of engravings of the cathedral at that time, which was in a very dilapidated state. It was produced in order to encourage funding for a great restoration project, and so we'll be comparing those pictures of the terrible state it was in then with what it looks like today. And there will be several more items which we'll be uploading onto the YouTube channel in the course of the days ahead. Or you can follow them on Facebook, the library page on the website, the library Twitter account. There's a lot of different ways to explore what we have here. And so one of the lessons that we've been learning over the last few months is indeed how to rise to the challenge of making available the wonderful collection of books and other treasures that we have here to those who aren't at the moment able to visit. But we do hope that before too long we'll be able to invite you back in person so that you can enjoy being part of the library and all that we have to offer. Jesus Christ, of course, said that we were made to live in love with God, with our hearts, our souls, and our minds. And so here it is a great delight to have this place of godly learning within this place of wider worship. So God bless you, mwynhelch, and we look forward to seeing you here again soon.